What do you want to be remembered for? Like when you're like, older lady and you're about to retire, it's like, what is it the thing you want to be remembered?
Remembered as Rihanna. Remembered as being the artist from the Caribbean who came here and made it internationally. Just remembered as me, because I am true to my music, and I just want people to realize that and appreciate me for that.
The mid-2010s marked a significant point in recent pop music, as it was an era where artists embraced vulnerability as their greatest strength. Between 2014 and 2016, some of the most impactful albums were born. These projects redefined the relationship between artists and their audiences, offering a glimpse into their lives in ways never seen before. Taylor Swift's 1989 was more than a genre switch from country to pop. It was a declaration of independence. For the first time, she embraced her identity as a pop powerhouse while reflecting on personal growth and the fleeting nature of love. With Multiply, Ed Sheeran blended tender ballads and sharp lyricism, pulling back the curtain on his personal life. Songs like Photograph were snapshots of his most cherished memories, while others explored the pain of love and loss. Beyoncé's Lemonade wasn't just an album, it was a cultural moment. It explored betrayal, forgiveness, and womanhood with unflinching honesty, pushing the boundaries of music's emotional landscape. And Frank Ocean's Blonde redefined introspection itself. Stripped of commercial pretenses, the album delved into love, identity, and fleeting moments of connection. In 2016, Rihanna shattered expectations with Anti, a project that marked her most personal and experimental work to date. It wasn't just an album, it was an artistic manifesto, a declaration of independence from the hit-driven formula that had defined her career up until then. Unlike her previous albums, the project wasn't crafted with the charts in mind, and Rihanna took her time, curating songs that reflected her truest self. It allowed the singer to bare her soul through a wide array of sonic textures and showcased a depth and range that had often been overshadowed by her chart dominance. In this video, we'll explore the album that invited listeners to hear her, not just as a star, but as a human being. And in doing so, she gave us one of the most iconic albums of the decade. Love music. Dive deeper into the stories behind the hits and hidden gems, and explore the eras that have defined some of your favourite artists. Subscribe now and never miss a beat. Hit that bell icon so you're always the first to know when I drop new content. Now back to the video.
But why you gotta act like nothing's wrong? Just get ready for work.
From her debut in 2005, Rihanna's rise was meteoric. From her debut single, she gained global attention and quickly evolved into a pop powerhouse. Her breakthrough came with Good Girl Gone Bad in 2007, which featured the Grammy-winning single Umbrella, followed by chart-dominating albums like Loud and Talk That Talk. By 2012, Unapologetic marked her first Billboard 200 #1 album, driven by hits like Diamonds and Stay. Rihanna captivated the world with an unmatched drive, releasing 7 studio albums in just 8 years. With each release, she reinvented herself, delivering hit after hit and dominating the music scene. Her relentless work ethic and evolution made her one of the most influential and prolific artists to emerge from 2000s music. Rihanna left Def Jam in 2014, transitioning to Roc Nation as her label and management team. While she had been signed to Def Jam since her debut in 2005, Roc Nation had managed her career since 2010. Her decision to fully shift to Roc Nation symbolized her growing independence and desire for greater control over her artistry and business ventures. Under Roc Nation, she took her time to craft a more experimental and personal project, breaking away from the fast-paced, hit-driven formula of her Def Jam years. This transition also allowed her to redefine her career on her own terms. In 2013, Rihanna embarked on the Diamonds World Tour to promote her album Unapologetic. This was followed by the Monster Tour with Eminem in 2014. Though she planned to take a year off to focus on personal creativity, she began recording new music by October of that year. In early 2015, Kanye West announced he would serve as the executive producer for Rihanna's highly anticipated 8th studio album, which at the time was titled R8. The news generated significant buzz, as both artists were known for their bold and innovative approaches to music. Kanye was at the height of his influence, as one of music's most innovative and unpredictable figures. Kanye had cemented his reputation as a risk-taker, unafraid to push boundaries with abrasive production, experimental sounds, and raw emotional themes. His ability to merge genres, challenge traditional song structures, and create culturally resonant music positioned him as a visionary who could help artists redefine their sound. For Rihanna, this collaboration presented a unique opportunity. While she had already proven herself as a versatile artist with a string of hits across pop, R&B, and dance, partnering with Kanye could amplify her experimental side. Rihanna's vision was to create a project that reflected her true artistic self, breaking free from the commercial formula that had defined much of her earlier work. She wanted the album to feel authentic, personal, and one she could perform for years to come.
I've made a lot of songs that are just really, really big, songs from the jump. They just blow up, and I wanted to kind of just get back to, well, not that there weren't real music, but I just wanted to focus on things that felt real, that felt soulful, that felt forever. I wanted songs that I could perform in 15 years. I wanted an album that I could perform in 15 years, not any songs that were burnt out. I find that when I get on stage now, I don't want to perform a lot of my songs because they don't feel like me.
In January 2015, Kanye teased a collaboration with Rihanna at the iHeartMedia Music Summit. Shortly after, Ty Dolla $ign revealed in an interview that he, West, Rihanna, and Paul McCartney had worked on the track together. Later that month, Rihanna released the song 4-5 on her website. The track was a departure from the high-energy pop and dance sounds Rihanna had become known for, embracing a more stripped-down, acoustic aesthetic. The song is built around Paul's gentle acoustic guitar riff, complemented by minimal percussion and layered harmonies. Kanye and Rihanna's raw, emotive vocals add to the song's organic feel, with Rihanna delivering impassioned verses and Kanye's voice lending a conversational tone. The song's vulnerability and simplicity allowed its introspective lyrics, reflecting frustration and resilience, to shine through. The black and white music video, directed by Inez and Vinood, who had worked with Lady Gaga during her art pop era, mirrored the song's minimalist style. Rihanna, Kanye, and Paul appear in denim outfits, evoking a timeless, Americana-inspired aesthetic. The video focuses on close-ups and emotional performances, highlighting the connection between the artists and the song's raw energy. Rihanna's powerful expressions, Kanye's intensity, and McCartney's understated presence create a stark but captivating visual. The track received widespread acclaim from critics, who praised its minimalist production and the chemistry between all three artists. Reviewers highlighted the song's refreshing departure from Rihanna's usual style, with its raw, acoustic sound standing out in a landscape dominated by polished pop productions. The vocal delivery, in particular Rihanna's, was lauded for its emotional depth and vulnerability. The song was seen as a bold, genre-blending experiment that showcased the trio's willingness to take risks and deliver something quite unexpected. Some publications also highlighted how the song showcased Rihanna's vocal growth and vulnerability, drawing comparisons to her emotional delivery on earlier tracks like Stay. Many praised the raw and unprocessed quality of her voice. Commercially, 4-5 was a global success. It peaked at number 4 on the Hot 100, becoming Rihanna's 26th top 10 hit, and earned multi-platinum certifications in several countries. The song also reached the top 10 in over 25 countries, including the UK, where it peaked at number 3. Its cross-genre appeal and star-studded collaboration naturally drove its popularity, making it one of the most memorable releases of early 2015. The song's success cemented Rihanna's ability to thrive in unconventional musical territory, and whilst the song only served as a droplet, and not an official single from the anti-era, it set the stage for the experimental approach that was to come. Shortly after, Towards the Sun was released as part of the soundtrack for the animated film Home. The track is an uplifting pop anthem with elements of R&B and cinematic grandeur, featuring soaring vocals and a hopeful message about perseverance and self-discovery. With its dynamic production and inspirational tone, the song perfectly complemented the movie's themes of adventure and finding one's place in the world. While it wasn't a major chart hit, it further showcased Rihanna's versatility and ability to adapt her sound. In March 2015, Rihanna teased her upcoming single by posting its release date and artwork on social media. The black and white cover featured the singer with bold, highlighted brows and a motorcycle jacket, hinting at the song's edgy tone. Bitch Better Have My Money originated in producer Deputy's apartment with a simple beat and was developed further when writer BB Borelli freestyled the initial lyrics. Deputy immediately envisioned Rihanna as the ideal artist for the track, believing her voice and attitude would bring it to life. Additional production tweaks were made by Travis Scott, adding layers to the song's bold, defiant energy. Deputy embraced these changes, emphasizing that the final version reflected Rihanna's vision, which was central to the track's success.
Man, it's crazy. Bitch Better Have My Money started in my apartment by myself at first, right? That's where the track started. And I think the song came from one of the very first sessions that I had with BB. We went in and, she heard the track and she was like, yo, I think it was probably the last track that I played. She was like, yo, Dad, why you holding out? So she went in the booth and, she started freestyling. And I believe the first words was, bitch better have my money. And I instantly said, yo, that's it. So, she came out and, we went through the song, we created it. And once the song was done, I was like, man, this is definitely something that Rihanna, needs to sing, because we was trying to figure out, like, yo, who could do it, because BB killed it, right? So it was like not anyone could just sing this record. Fast forward, BB got involved or introduced to Kanye, and they had their session with Rihanna, and BB pressed play on the record, and from there it was, we're here where we are right now.
So Kanye heard it, and then he took it to Rihanna?
Kanye and BB was in the studio Kanye, BB, and Rihanna was in the studio at the same time. So, once she pressed play, that was it. Kanye heard it, was like, yo, this is dope. Ree heard it, it's like, this is dope. And it materialized, and, bitch better have my money. Here we are.
Right. And then sometimes when you deliver a track like that, and some people add to it, it either adds to it in a great way where the producer feels really excited about it, or it adds in a way that the producer's not that excited about.
Right.
But I know you look up to Ye, so can you tell us what your thoughts were when you heard the final version, or any additions that were added?
Right. Well, Ye felt that there should have, needed a change. I guess, and Travis Scott and Wonder Girl, added, the little piece in the second part, and I thought it was cool. I didn't have any sort of negative, feelings to it. Ree loved it, and it's really about what she wants. So, if she was cool with it, I'm cool with it. Shout out to everybody.
Released at the end of March, the track is a bold and brash trap anthem that showcases her fierce, no-nonsense attitude, blending gritty production with an unapologetic lyrical delivery. Built around a booming bass line, heavy percussion, and dark synths, the track exudes confidence and authority, making it a departure from Rihanna's more polished pop hits. The lyrics revolve around themes of empowerment, control, and demanding respect, with Rihanna embodying a persona that asserts dominance and accountability. The song's unapologetic tone and edgy sound reinforced her evolving artistic identity. The music video, co-directed by Rihanna and Megaforce with cinematography by Benoit Debie, was filmed in April 2015. A cryptic trailer debuted in June 2015 during the BT Awards, teasing a suspenseful storyline involving a wealthy woman, an elevator encounter, and Rihanna dragging a mysterious suitcase.
I'm really here because I wanted to bring a minute
only a minute trailer of my new video for Bitch Better Have My Money. It's gonna be out this Thursday. But BT let me bring a minute on here, so you guys ready?
The full 7-minute video premiered in July that year, featuring explicit content such as graphic violence, nudity, and adult language, earning it a mature rating. In France, it was broadcast only after 10 p.m. with content warnings and edits for younger audiences due to its provocative themes. Critics praised the single for its bold, commanding tone and Rihanna's confident performance. It was described as her hardest hitting track yet, with her evolving sound moving further away from her earlier dance pop roots. The song was hailed as badass and bossy, solidifying Rihanna's image as a powerful shot caller in the music industry. While some noted it didn't match the anthemic energy of previous lead singles like We Found Love, it was recognised as a club-ready anthem designed to dominate. The track earned a spot on several year-end lists, including Rolling Stone's 50 Best Songs of 2015, where it was ranked at number 45. Despite mixed reviews regarding its alignment with the soulful direction Rihanna had teased for her next album, the song's confidence and energy made it a standout in her discography. The song achieved significant commercial success, highlighting Rihanna's continued dominance in the music scene. The single peaked at number 15 on the Hot 100 and topped the Dance Club Songs chart in the US. It was certified 4 times platinum, indicating strong sales and streaming numbers. Internationally, the single saw moderate success, charting in the top 10 in countries like New Zealand and parts of Europe. It also reached the top 30 in major markets like the UK, Australia, and Canada. Despite its unconventional style and provocative tone, the track resonated with audiences globally. The politically charged single American Oxygen was released in April 2015. The song, produced by Alex da Kid and Kanye West, features a slow-building electronic beat paired with a soaring chorus. Rihanna delivers introspective lyrics about the American dream, highlighting themes of hope, struggle, and resilience in the face of societal and political challenges. The song's creation was a meticulous process, with the track taking months to write, ensuring it captured systemic challenges in a way that was both poignant and universally relatable. Writer Sam Harris, alongside Rihanna and other collaborators, focused on crafting a song that would balance emotional weight with a broader political message.
I started writing it a year ago. I came up with the chorus, the idea for the chorus when we were on tour, and sent it to Alex, our producer, and he was like, "This is cool, let's keep working on this." And we worked on the chorus for about 4 to 6 months, just the chorus, building it and fine-tuning it, tweaking it. And then he shopped it to a couple different people and brought it to Rihanna, and she really loved it. And then the two of them had the idea to kind of make it like an immigrant story. We went through about 3 different versions of the verses, and I just was trying to put words to that idea and would kind of go back and forth between the two of them. I worked so hard on that song, and I think it really is a great time for a song like that to come out, and I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of what she did with it. With the music video. The music video is so powerful. I was like in tears when I saw it for the first time. It's timely and important, and I'm just like lucky to be a part of something like that. It was written before everything happened with Eric Garner. This country has had problems for a very long time, and a lot of those problems kind of get swept under the rug in the media, and now a lot of these things are being kind of thrust into the limelight again, and the fact that it was written before all this stuff happened doesn't really make a difference to me. I think it's still just as important.
This extended creative process reflects Rihanna's commitment to the track's deeper meaning, as she moved away from quick-hit singles to produce music that resonated on a more personal and cultural level. The track was notably used in promotional material for the NCAA men's basketball tournament before its official release on the music streaming platform Tidal, where it debuted exclusively. The video, also a powerful visual narrative that intertwines Rihanna's performance with historical and contemporary imagery of America. Directed with a cinematic touch, the video juxtaposes moments of hope, progress, and pride, such as scenes of the civil rights movement, space exploration, and iconic American landmarks, with stark visuals of civil unrest, protests, and societal struggles. The song's storytelling, particularly the visual, challenges viewers to reflect on American ideology versus its realities. The single received widespread praise for its departure from Rihanna's previous singles, showcasing a more introspective and serious side of her artistry. The track was noted for its layered production and its socially conscious themes. While less radio-friendly than her earlier hits like Diamonds or Love the Way You Lie, the single marked a shift in Rihanna's musical direction. Observers speculated that the release signaled either a strategic effort to spark renewed interest after a 3-year gap or a deliberate move to tackle societal issues and move beyond her reputation as a pop hitmaker. The track experienced moderate commercial success, though it did not achieve the chart-topping status of earlier singles. The song debuted at number 91 on the Hot 100 and peaked at number 78. Internationally, it had limited chart presence, but resonated with audiences who appreciated its message and the accompanying powerful visuals. While not a major commercial hit, American Oxygen demonstrated Rihanna's willingness to take artistic risks, prioritizing substance and commentary over immediate chart dominance. Whilst all 3 singles would serve as a reintroduction of the singer following a 3-year hiatus, ultimately the 3 singles were not included on the project. They instead represented a transitional phase in Rihanna's career rather than fully aligning with the album's cohesive vision. By excluding these tracks, Rihanna created a clear boundary between her previous work and the bold, experimental identity she introduced. This decision allowed the album to stand as a unified body of work that redefined her artistry. In October 2015, Rihanna unveiled the official artwork and title of her 8th album during a private viewing in LA. Originally rumoured to be called R8, the album's title reflects a philosophy of defiance described in the exhibition as a person opposed to a particular policy, activity, or idea. Rihanna emphasised this ethos, stating her work aims to challenge public expectations by following her instincts. The artwork features a childhood photo of Rihanna holding a black balloon, her eyes obscured by a gold crown. The predominantly black and white image is accented with red paint, symbolising boldness and emotion. The design also includes a Braille poem titled If They Let Us, which was co-written with poet Chloe Mitchell, conveying themes of individuality, nonconformity, and embracing being misunderstood. Rihanna has stated that this is her favourite album cover as it encapsulated her artistic evolution and the album's core message of self-empowerment.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all! Fans and press, and my crew, thank you for coming. You made this event possible, so a round of applause to you guys. I would also like to welcome the guy that I collaborated with. He's a genius, he's an artist, and he sees things beyond the surface, which is why we even decided to collaborate with him. I was introduced to his art through a very good friend of mine, Tata, who's probably hiding in the back. It started with a random conversation in the studio. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had just done a lot of work listening to the album. And we were just randomly talking about shit. Tata brought up a new piece of art that he got. It happened to be by this guy here, Roc Nation. Make some noise for Roc Nation. I fell in love with it because I felt like there was another spirit, there was another layer to the art. And I'm not going to do too much talking, but after we met, we talked about what I wanted visually and what would make me the happiest girl in the world. And This is my favorite album cover I've ever done. I don't know who's gonna climb that ladder on me in these heels, that's for damn sure.
Oh my gosh. Send me that video.
Got the reveal. Yes, Rihanna. Hang on the way. Rihanna!
So this is me as a little girl. It's an actual real picture that he took. Roy asked me for a few pictures, baby pictures of me, and this picture was my first day at daycare. And everybody had to take a picture, and this one my mother just fell in love with, and we never forgot it. And I brought this one to him, and he really reinterpreted it in his own way, with exactly the message that I wanted. Roy, I'm gonna let you do the speaking for now, because I don't want them to get bored of me.
In November that year, Anti-Diary, an innovative promotional campaign for the album, launched, which was in collaboration with Samsung. This interactive digital experience invited fans into a cryptic, immersive journey that revealed themes and imagery tied to the album. It consisted of a series of rooms, each representing a chapter of Rihanna's life, career, or creative vision. Kanye, initially announced as the executive producer of the project, generated excitement due to his reputation for innovative production. However, by the time the album was completed, West had stepped down from the role. His departure reportedly occurred as Rihanna sought greater creative control over the project, aiming to shape the album's direction and tone herself. The shift away from West's involvement allowed Rihanna to step into the role of executive producer and fully embrace her vision, resulting in a more personal body of work. The first official single, Work, which featured Drake, was released in January 2016. The dancehall-inspired track that blends elements of reggae and R&B had minimal production, giving it a laid-back Caribbean vibe. It highlights the singer's roots through its patois-infused lyrics and rhythmic flow, setting a distinctive tone for the album's sound. Drake's verse complements Rihanna's sultry vocals, adding a conversational dynamic to the track. The track, which was initially considered for Alicia Keys, contained a number of writers, most notably Party Next Door, Drake, Rihanna, and Rupert Thomas Jr. 2 music videos were created for the single and blended together to create one visual. The first, directed by Director X, aimed to evoke the atmosphere of a West Indian nightclub. The second video, directed by Tim Eram, was conceived during a late-night brainstorming session. It features a single continuous shot of Rihanna and Drake in a neon pink room, aiming to add a tropical, intimate aesthetic. The single initially received mixed reviews, with some praising its minimal production, infectious dancehall rhythm, and Rihanna's effortless vocal delivery. However, some reviewers felt the song's repetitive hook could become tiresome, and its laid-back vibe left them questioning if it was the bold comeback single expected after a long hiatus. Despite differing opinions, Work was noted for its cultural significance, reintroducing dancehall to the forefront of American music and celebrating Rihanna's roots in a meaningful way. The track experienced significant commercial success. It debuted at number 9 on the Hot 100 and eventually climbed to the top spot, marking Rihanna's 14th number 1 single on the chart. This achievement tied her with Michael Jackson for the 3rd most number 1 singles in Hot 100 history at the time. The song spent 9 weeks at number 1, solidifying its impact as a major pop and dancehall crossover hit. Internationally, the single topped charts in countries like Canada, South Africa, and parts of Europe. It also performed well in the UK, peaking at number 2. Its global appeal was driven by Drake's guest feature, further boosting its popularity. The track became a staple in Rihanna's discography and a key highlight of the album's success. It was praised for bringing dancehall back into mainstream music and maintaining a strong presence on streaming platforms and radio worldwide. The song has since gone on to be certified diamond in the US and Brazil, as well as multi-platinum in a number of other territories. On the same day Work was released, the full Anti album was accidentally leaked online. Tidal had inadvertently released the album in full on their streaming platform. Although it was quickly taken down, the leak spread rapidly across the internet. In response, Rihanna tweeted a promo code allowing up to 1 million fans to download the album for free. Shortly after, the album was officially made available for digital download. A deluxe version was also released, featuring 3 additional tracks: Pose, Sex With Me, and Goodnight Gotham, the latter sampling Florence and the Machine. Kiss It Better and Needed Me would serve as the album's second singles. In late 2014, Kiss It Better was rumoured to be the first single from the album after Rihanna shared a snippet of the track on Instagram, featuring extreme guitarist Nuno Bettencourt working on an electric guitar solo. Glass John, a co-writer and co-producer of the song, publicly expressed frustration over the song's delayed release and the overall rollout of Rihanna's Anti album. In a series of tweets in December 2015, he voiced his disappointment with how the project was being handled. John specifically directed his criticism toward Travis Scott, who he alleged was influencing Rihanna's creative direction and delaying the album. This tirade would result in John leaking a minute-long demo of the song to emphasize its quality and to show his confidence in its potential as a hit. His outburst highlighted tensions surrounding the album's release strategy and showcased the stakes involved for collaborators invested in the project. Despite this controversy, Kiss It Better was eventually released as a single in March 2016. The song is a sultry power ballad blending elements of rock, pop and R&B, and stands out as a bold and emotionally charged track on the record. The song is notable for its evocative lyrics, dynamic instrumentation, and raw vocal delivery. Thematically, the track is about the longing and vulnerability that come with a passionate but tumultuous relationship. Rihanna's lyrics explore the emotional and physical pull between two lovers who can't resist each other despite the pain they cause. The verses highlight a sense of desperation and yearning for reconciliation, emphasizing intimacy as both a comfort and a conflict resolution. The song draws heavy influence from 1980s rock and power ballads. Its prominent electric guitar riffs bring a classic rock edge that distinguishes the track from typical R&B productions. Critics and listeners have often noted Prince's influence, especially in its sensual tone and the seamless blend of emotional vulnerability with sexual intensity. The intricate guitar solo is reminiscent of Prince's ability to fuse rock and funk. Rihanna's performance is dynamic, moving from tender and restrained in the verses to powerful and cathartic in the chorus. Her vocal delivery conveys a sense of raw emotion, amplifying the song's themes. The single serves as a pivotal track on the project, embodying the album's experimental and defiant spirit. Its blend of genres and emotionally resonant themes align with the album's overall narrative of self-reflection, independence, and vulnerability, marking it as one of Rihanna's most ambitious and critically acclaimed songs. Kiss It Better was widely praised by critics, who highlighted its blend of rock and R&B influences, powerful vocals, and emotional depth. Its shimmering production, infectious hook, and mesmerizing electric guitar riff earning particular acclaim. Many reviewers considered it a classic example of Rihanna's artistry, showcasing her confidence and emotional precision, with several critics calling it one of the album's strongest offerings. The track was recognised for its memorable chorus, heartfelt lyrics, and stripped-down approach, emphasising raw emotion over elaborate production. It was lauded as a triumphant, slow-burning jam that demonstrated the singer's ability to convey romantic vulnerability and sensuality with precision. Despite the critical acclaim, the track experienced moderate commercial success. It debuted and peaked at number 62 on the Hot 100. The song's chart performance was hindered by its limited promotion and competition with Rihanna's other single, Needed Me, which gained more traction on radio and streaming platforms. Internationally, the song charted modestly, appearing in countries like the UK, where it peaked at number 46, and Canada, where it reached number 68. While not a blockbuster hit, Kiss It Better resonated with critics and fans for its artistry. Needed Me, the double A side, is a trap-influenced R&B track with a minimalist production style. Produced by DJ Mustard, it features sharp hi-hats, atmospheric synths, and a brooding bass line that underscores Rihanna's cool and detached vocal delivery. The song's sparse arrangement emphasizes its emotional and lyrical depth, while also aligning with the darker, experimental tones that define the era. The track's sonic palette is understated yet powerful, using its production elements to create a moody, defiant atmosphere. It showcases Rihanna's ability to blend genres, reflecting influences from contemporary hip-hop and R&B, while maintaining her unique artistry. Lyrically, the single continues its exploration of empowerment, independence, and self-worth, themes that are cohesive with the album. In the track, Rihanna assumes the role of a confident, unapologetic woman addressing a former lover who underestimated her value. The song flips traditional relationship dynamics, with Rihanna asserting control and rejecting emotional vulnerability. The video, directed by filmmaker Harmony Korine, is set in a gritty Miami setting and features scenes with armed, motorcycle-riding characters and slow-motion visuals of tattooed strippers under dim candlelight. Rihanna portrays a detached, action anti-hero, with the video culminating in her confronting a man receiving a lap dance. Critics noted parallels between the video and Korine's film Spring Breakers, which he also directed, with its blend of stylish violence and provocative imagery. The cinematic visual was described as a bold and unapologetically confident, reminiscent of iconic music videos from the 90s. The video cemented Rihanna's reputation for creating distinctive and compelling characters. The track once again received positive reviews. The song was praised as an empowering anthem with stellar production, marked by DJ Mustard's distinctive synth work. Critics highlighted its ultimate kiss-off lyrics and Rihanna's assertive, cool delivery. Many commended her ability to convey both indifference and defiance, creating a track that resonated with themes of empowerment and independence. The song's trip-hop inspired groove and mature tone earned praise for showcasing a more sophisticated side of Rihanna, with some noting its unique flow and departure from traditional R&B styles. It was described as addictive and hypnotic, appealing to listeners seeking both energy and introspection. However, a few critics were less favourable, calling the song atmospheric but lacking substance or originality. Some criticised Rihanna's vocal style as slurred or tired, suggesting it didn't reach the level of her earlier work. In contrast to Kiss It Better, Needed Me achieved significant commercial success. The song debuted at number 91 on the Hot 100 and eventually peaked at number 7, marking Rihanna's 29th top 10 single on the chart. Internationally, the song charted in the top 40 in several countries, including Canada, the UK, and Australia. The song was certified diamond in the US, recognizing over 10 million equivalent units in sales and streams. The single's overall success was fueled by its edgy sound, relatable lyrics, and Rihanna's commanding presence. Rihanna's 8th studio album had an unconventional rollout and marked by surprises, due to the sudden release on Tidal following a leak. The album quickly became a cultural moment, offering fans the limited free download and achieving critical acclaim for its departure from her earlier pop-driven formula. The project was a bold artistic shift, moving away from the radio-friendly hits of her past and embracing moody, experimental production. The album blended various genres, including R&B, pop, soul, reggae, and trap, offering a minimalist yet impactful sound. It relied heavily on emotive vocal delivery, introspective lyrics, and atmospheric production, creating an immersive listening experience. The album felt deeply personal, with introspective lyrics that allowed Rihanna to connect with listeners on an emotional level. Many tracks feel like self-contained capsules, each capturing her thoughts, feelings, and emotions in a brief 3-minute window before moving to the next. While there are a few upbeat tracks, the album was clearly not crafted to dominate radio play, diverging from the EDM pop trends of the early 2010s. The track featuring SZA, who at the time was still early in her career, explores themes of independence and self-determination. Rihanna described it as a song that encapsulates the album's essence, combining attitude, lyrics, and sound to grab attention immediately. Songs like Desperado and Woo showcase a dark and edgy aesthetic that echoes Rihanna's earlier music, but with a more mature and contemporary twist. Woo, featuring and co-produced by Travis Scott, channels the energy from Rated R, almost as if it's a modern continuation of that era. Co-written by The Weeknd, whose demo of the track leaked in 2018, the song shifts between desperation and allure. Desperado is equally dramatic, evoking the feel of a futuristic western. Thematically, it explores the idea of running away both physically and emotionally, adding a cinematic quality to the album. A cover of Tame Impala's New Person, Same Old Mistakes is included on the project. Rihanna retains the original production but layers her vocals to create a hypnotic effect. Tame Impala's frontman Kevin Parker praised her cover, noting he had always envisioned an R&B artist performing the song. His own vocals can still be subtly heard.
Got covered by Rihanna, and she's going to be performing tonight.
Yeah.
Are you going to maybe hang out? Do you think you're going to work together in the future?
I don't know about that, hopefully. I mean, these kind of things, you bump into people. I'd love to do something in the future, but, you know, it's really just one of those things.
How did that Rihanna cover come about?
Her managers got in touch because she wanted to use it on her album. She wanted to do something with it. I didn't know what it was, but yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Were you flattered?
Absolutely. Flattered and complimented and everything else.
What did you make of the cover when you heard it?
I thought it was cool. Like it was amazing to hear that song, which I always thought had a kind of an R&B edge to it. You know, even when I was doing it, to have it in that R&B realm, even sung by an R&B singer, it just felt like it got what it finally deserved. The song, you know, by Rihanna, no less.
The album received widespread critical acclaim, with many praising it for fully embracing alternative R&B. Anti was described as otherworldly, and the extended anticipation following Rihanna's hiatus heightened its reception. Unlike her earlier albums, often characterized as collections of surefire radio hits, this album felt personal and deliberate, crafting a unique voice for Rihanna. Conceptually, the project reconciles doubts Rihanna has expressed about her legacy, crafting a cohesive and introspective project. While some critics viewed the variety of sounds as a move away from radio pop, fans celebrated its diversity, noting how it showcased Psy days after its release due to Samsung purchasing 1 million copies for promotional giveaways. Despite 1.4 million downloads in its first week, Billboard did not count the free downloads, resulting in the album debuting at number 27 on the Billboard 200. By its second week, it had topped the Billboard 200 and the top R&B and hip-hop albums chart, becoming Rihanna's second album to reach number 1. The album peaked at number 1 for 2 non-consecutive weeks. During one of these weeks, Work also topped the Hot 100, marking Rihanna's second time simultaneously leading both charts. By the end of 2016, the project was the 9th best-selling in the US, with 603,000 pure sales, 4.1 million song downloads, and over 1.4 billion streams, making it the most streamed album by a female artist that year. Internationally, the album has sold incredibly well, achieving platinum or multi-platinum status in most major territories. This achievement solidified Rihanna's status as a cultural icon, influencing the sound of contemporary R&B and inspiring other artists to embrace experimentation. Its success was a testament to the power of innovation in an era dominated by formulaic music. Anti has left an enduring legacy, cementing its place as both a swan song and a magnum opus in her discography. It's the last studio album released before she shifted focus to other ventures, including her Fenty beauty and fashion empire. While fans continue to anticipate new music, the album has taken on a sense of finality, representing a capstone to her recording career. Its success and ongoing cultural relevance have allowed it to live on in public consciousness, even in the absence of new music, further solidifying its status as her potential farewell to the music world. The essence of her artistry is perfectly captured while also potentially marking the end of an era. It is a testament to her growth, creativity, and willingness to take risks, leaving behind a legacy that redefined what a pop artist could achieve. Whether she returns to music or not, the project ensures Rihanna's status as one of the most influential artists of her generation.
I believe God put us all here for a reason, and we all have our purpose, and we're here to fulfill our purpose. The minute you learn to love yourself, you would not want to be anybody else. I think the thing that's kept me sane, the thing that's kept me humble, the thing that's kept me successful is being myself, because I think I can inspire a lot of young women to be themselves, and that is half the battle, is it. Just be yourself. It's the easiest thing to be.